Okay, we'll see how this goes because he's not feeling, maybe he wants to be held. But I wanted to do a little video showing how my favorite wrap with one of these gigantuous monster wraps. There's, this one's a Moby, or no, this one's a Boba, but it's the same as a Moby or a Soli wrap or there's like a billion. It's a piece of fabric, really long. That's pretty much it. I had a Catan wrap, and I didn't like the one I got. I thought it seemed like a great idea, but it was made out of this like mesh material that was kind of almost like a basketball jersey, which meant that it didn't stretch really nicely, which I just didn't like when he was so small. It felt very rough or something. I don't know, it wasn't very cozy. Unlike this, that felt like he was just cuddled to me, and yet I had my hands free, so I could be doing whatever, dishes, my life, walking, going to the store, anything. And often he would actually fall asleep in it. So I was going to show my simple wrap and kind of my tips around it. Again, ridiculously long, more than I think that's funny, more than I would ever want to deal with normally. And it's kind of funny in the parking lot when you're like, oh yeah, let me tie this on me. And you have like fabric everywhere. Yes. You just have to embrace like the weirdo you are. That is motherhood. Okay, so first of all, for the Boba, they have where the tag that says Boba is right in the middle. You're okay. In the middle of the entire fabric, so it shows you where the middle is. I don't know if for like any of these other ones, because I don't have any of the other ones, about how to find that, but kind of just find the halfway. Then, I'm going to lift you up in just a second, my tired little fuzzy head boy. Then you take that and you wrap it around your stomach, tight as you can. You're pulling, it's like wrapping like you're cinching yourself. You're like, whoa, let's tight, because when you get it really tight right now, it's stretchy. So when you put him in, he will fit, or she will fit, but the baby will fit, and yet then it has that strong hold because you've just been pulling and pulling and pulling. So pull, pull, pull. We're doing our little workout. And then you're going to be pulling. So in the back, you're crossing. See, so it's an X, and over your shoulders. X, over belly, X in back, over shoulders. Here is when you could start getting anal. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Which is that if you look on my back, I don't know if you can see, but they're twisted. And you could untwist and make them all perfectly straight and flat and the whole 9 yards, or you can't. It's up to you. It's up to, I do it depending on my mood or how long I'm going to carry him. If I'm carrying him for a really long time, I totally untwist because I want it as flat, because that gets the like evenest coverage and the best hold. But if it's like, literally I'm in, like I said, in the parking lot about to go to the grocery store and whatever, I don't care. So now we have it twisted on, or X'd on the back, around the belly, 2 long things. You're going to take these and hold them all together because we're putting them underneath the one that's over the belly. Again, now this is your chance to pull as tight as you can. So I pull over the shoulders because that like tightens and pulls from around the belly. And then you pull the parts that are coming through again. Son, I know. Pulling, pulling, pulling. Now you have across your chest, so they're coming over the shoulders. You're going to make another X. So now we have an X on our back and an X on our front. And this is all under that front band. So X on the front. Boop, boop. And then you're wrapping around your back. And now you're making another X. X. It's like all X's. That's all that it is. Around to tie. And tie in. I mean, mine is really long. And then I like if you pull, now you play the game where you like pull this out so that it's nice across your postpartum belly. It's kind of like, ooh, look, I'm so skinny now. No, you're not so skinny. It's just pulling, but it feels nice. And then again, across your back, the same, like the lower back, but it feels like support across that. We've got the X back there. And then you have the baby part. So, hi, sweet boy. he's not so bad at it, but like practicing with my mom and stuff, teaching her, it's a little tricky. This part's a little tricky. Now that he holds his head up and he's sitting and looking so cute, it's way easier. When he was like brand new, it's a little harder because you're trying to like support him, but he's also smaller, so that's a little easier too. So what you're gonna do is then reach under everything. So to the very bottom. So we have a top one that goes across the belly. We have an X, and on the X, there's the one that's the very bottom X. That's the one we're playing with. So the one that's against your chest as low as it can go, and you're gonna pull it all the way out because you're sticking his leg in there, so it's going in between his legs. I then already start to stretch out because I think it makes it easier. So now we have him already in, and we're gonna finish the X. So if you reach under, there's the other part of the X. So we're not messing with the one that is around the belly, but the X part. And you stick the other leg, so it's going over his belly as well. What a baby. I know, we're getting you cozies. We're getting you cozies. And if you can see, I mean, he's like not ready to sleep, so he's like, what are you doing? But as you can see, I was doing it super tight, and yet he still fits, and he's 7 months. Like, he's not big. He's a small baby, but it's not like he's a freaking newborn, and yet he fits fine. And I was pulling the entire time as tight as I can. So to me, that was the part that I kept messing up, is I would be tying it around me and not really cinching the entire time. I'd just be like, oh yeah, here, wrap it around. It's fine. And then I'd put him in, and he'd be like at my knees. And I was like, this isn't comfy. How do you not hold on to him the whole time? So it's about pulling as you're putting the wrap all together. And then the last move to get him all final in there. I know. Here, let's get your pacifier. The last final move would be the one that goes all the way around your stomach. And this one's a little tricky because you have to lift his booty to get it over one leg and over the other leg. And then you pull it up and around the whole thing, so that way he is in and cinched. Hands-free! Woo-woo! And at this point, you can start to kind of adjust. I have him right now, since he's not actually going to sleep. He's just a freaking fussy pants because he's teething. I have them where I'm not sticking in his arms, but when they fall asleep, you even can like tuck in their whole head, get them all like really cozy in so it looks like you're just pregnant again. But I enjoy, and it's got all the, where it's cinched all over your back and those X's, which makes it so it feels like no part of my body is having more to hold than any other part of the body. It feels just like wrapped around me like a hug. Oh, so nice. Hope that helps. I mean, they're tricky. It feels like you're freaking putting yourself in a, I don't even know what, crazy outfit. Other kind of wrapping anything. Who knows? But hopefully, maybe it'll make so you're inspired to do it yourself. Son, you say hi? My sleepy boy. I'm hoping the curls just keep growing. Grow, my mohawk. So there you go. I like this one. I do find, because it's a fabric, it's, you know, stretchy, that it does like feel looser if I'm going for a super long walk, that I instead use the ergo for me. And you can do the same thing face forward. I again use the ergo most of the time for if I'm facing forward, because he likes that one. So hope it helps. It was really long. 9 minutes? Oh gosh. I could talk forever though. You guys are awesome. Happy Thursday.